I know we all love Mean Girls, but it's not the only great teen movie to come out of the 2000s. Hey guys, Elise from MsMojo here. Today we're counting down our picks for the top 10 underrated 2000s teen movies.
Before we begin, we publish new content every day, so be sure to subscribe to our channel and ring the bell to get notified about our latest videos.
For this list, we're looking at great teen movies from the 2000s that went under the radar. Let's take a look. Number 10, Accepted.
Holy shit. Yeah.
They all paid first semester's tuition?
Oh yeah, $10,000 a piece. I stopped counting after the first 100 checks.
That's $74 million.
It's $1 million, Glenn.
Yeah, in human dollars.
Accepted takes the college coming-of-age story and spins it with a unique twist. It follows Justin Long's Bartlett Gaines, a high school prankster who is rejected from every college he applies to. To gain admiration from his strict father, he decides to create his own post-secondary institution, which is soon populated with a host of outcasts, including a typically hilarious Jonah Hill.
Oh, no.
Ask me about my wiener! Ask me about my wiener!
Schrader?
Oh, hey, B. And Monica?
It adds an overarching story to the usual college shenanigans, and it gives the movie a ticking clock, as we wait patiently for Bartleby's scheme to blow up in his face. Pair an interesting twist on the college movie with some truly gifted comedic actors, and you have a solid way to pass 90 minutes.
I just need a minute to think.
Holy shit!
Hey, whoa, Tex. What the hell are you guys doing?
What do you mean?
We're making the room bigger.
Number 9, Stick It. Stick It is like a spiritual successor to Bring It On. It was written and directed by the same writer, Jessica Bendinger, and it follows the squad of a physical sport, only this time it's gymnastics instead of cheerleading.
And he'd give you so much attention because you sucked.
Right. Yeah, I sucked my way to Worlds. Glad to see you haven't lost your love of accuracy, Joanne.
Well, at least I didn't make it all the way to Worlds. And, choke.
Missy Peregrine plays the rebellious Haley Graham, who is enrolled in an elite gymnastics program and trained by the always brilliant Jeff Bridges. We have no idea what Jeff Bridges is doing in a movie like this, but who cares? He's awesome.
Pop in your clutch. Haley, I'm not going to tell you to play it safe because I'd be wasting my time. You want to throw hard tricks. When you want to control them, see me.
The movie is good, lighthearted entertainment, and it's filled with some incredible gymnastics action that awes and dazzles. If you liked Bring It On, you should definitely check out Stick It.
Deja jealous, Joanne?
Do you have anything to say to me?
Yeah. Who taught you to control your landing?
Some guy.
Number 8, Slackers. Slackers was another gross-out movie trailing on the heels of American Pie, complete with a surprisingly solid cast that includes Laura Prepon, Jason Schwartzman, and Jason Segel.
Hit by a truck, you know, I got a busted tibia. A rib cage, it's very tender. My testicle turned blue.
But while those movies had some semblance of a heart at their centers, Slackers is full-on stoner comedy grossness, so your mileage may vary with this one. Graphic sex jokes abound, as do classless things like extended loud farts and old lady breasts.
I used to be a whore.
Oh my god. Hold it. Are you okay? Are you okay?
Are you okay?
Get Dr. Danvers.
Get Dr. Danvers. Get Dr. Danvers.
It's certainly not Shakespeare, but sometimes you just want to unwind, have a few drinks, and watch a stupid movie. And when a day like that comes around, you could do a lot worse than Slackers.
I'm tired.
I know, me too. Move over, let's go to bed. Move over.
How about you sleep on the couch?
Okay.
Number 7, Manic.
I'm working on my self-esteem.
Thank you, Trace. Lyle, you want to try it? Why are you here? You want to tell us why you're here?
Manic is like One Flew Over the Cuckoo's Nest, only with a cast of teenagers and young adults. It stars Joseph Gordon-Levitt as Lyle Jensen, a young man prone to violent outbursts who is sent to a psychiatric facility. While there, he gets to know his fellow patients on a personal level, including love interest Tracy, who is played by Zooey Deschanel.
It's like, I'm 14 and I'm 15.
It's certainly not Shakespeare, but sometimes you just want to unwind, have a few drinks, and watch a stupid movie. And when a day like that comes around, you could do a lot worse than Slackers.
It's like,
surrounded with badness, like an aura or something.
And here.
Happens everywhere.
It's a beautiful movie centered around many powerful and well-acted characters, each of whom have an interesting story, and it's all shot with a gritty, low-budget documentary style that helps convey a sense of realism and humanity. It's poetic, it's difficult, but above all, it's gorgeous.
Why are you here, man? Why are you alive? Do you want to be alive? Life is a struggle, Lyle. That's it. It's a struggle. That's the way it is. Can you handle that? Can you handle that, Lyle?
Number 6, Charlie Bartlett.
Maybe the cheerleaders call you a scumbag behind your back. Maybe it's because the school's got you placed on the remedial track and your teachers are really good at making you feel like an idiot. Maybe it's none of these things.
Charlie Bartlett pleases audiences with a deft blend of comedy and heavy drama. The late Anton Yelchin stars as Charlie Bartlett, a rich private school student who transfers to a public school and begins doling out advice and prescription drugs to the student body. Meanwhile, he must battle the school's alcoholic principal, who is wonderfully played by Robert Downey Jr.
What have we here?
Nothing, we're just messing around.
Mm-hmm. Mr. Bivens. You, get to class. Now, let's go.
Downey's casting here is a stroke of utter brilliance, considering his past issues with addiction and substance abuse, and his advice and presence lends the movie melancholic themes and a sorrowful heart.
Yeah, I sought treatment for some issues.
You're not doing that anymore?
Got to the point where I felt I was ready to stop, so I did.
How's that going for you?
Some days are better than others.
Do you want to talk about it sometime?
No, I would not like to talk about it sometime.
Charlie Bartlett is a comedy with meaning, depth, and complexity. Number 5, The Girl Next Door.
Are you serious? No. No. No, never gonna happen.
The whole package.
The Girl Next Door is deceiving. The story follows a high school student who falls for his hot new neighbor, only to discover that she is an admired pornographic actress. And while it was marketed as a raunchy teen comedy in the vein of American Pie and Slackers, it is actually a surprisingly sweet story concerning prejudices, the loss of innocence, and falling in love. Emile Hirsch and Alicia Cuthbert have crackling chemistry, and the movie is littered with a notable cast that includes now famous and acclaimed actors like Paul Dano and Timothy Olyphant.
You gotta ask yourself, how far are you willing to go? How much do you really care about her? I'm joking, man.
Don't let the marketing fool you. There's a lot more to The Girl Next Door than dirty jokes and Alicia Cuthbert looking sexy. Number 4, Ghost World.
Don't turn around.
What?
Don't turn around.
Damn it. Oh my god. You guys, I can't believe we made it.
Yeah. We graduated high school. How totally amazing.
So, what are you guys doing this summer?
Nothing?
We don't think it's hyperbole to call Ghost World one of the greatest teen dramas of all time. It's a movie for both teenagers and adults, and it provides a rich tapestry of a story that will leave viewers in absolute tatters. It stars Thora Birch as Enid and Scarlett Johansson as Rebecca, two directionless teenagers fresh out of high school who decide to prank a lonely man, played with heartbreaking brilliance by Steve Buscemi.
It's simple for everybody else. You give them a Big Mac and a pair of Nikes and they're happy. I can't relate to 99% of humanity.
Well, I can't relate to humanity either, but I don't think it's completely hopeless.
Well, it's not completely hopeless for you.
What results is a touching but ultimately tragic story about the complications of growing up, social isolations, and the tempting call of direction and ultimate meaning. Few teen movies are as mature as Ghost World, or as good.
He doesn't even need that wheelchair, he's just totally lazy.
That rules!
No, it really doesn't. You'll see. You get totally sick of all the creeps and losers and weirdos.
But those are our people.
Yeah, well.
Number 3, Whip It.
The last time I wore skates, they had Barbies on them.
You know, none of us knew our ass from an elbow pad when we started. You should come to tryouts on Tuesday. You have to be 21. You're 21, right?
I'm 22.
Whip It shares its DNA with many outcast falls in love with a niche sport movies, including Stick It. Heck, even the titles are similar. That said, it has enough individual charm and personality to transcend its rather tropey story. Whip It was directed with aplomb and infectious energy by Drew Barrymore, and it stars Ellen Page as a misfit who finds meaning and acceptance in a roller derby league.
Celebrate mediocrity, that's fantastic.
While the movie features dizzying camera work and frenetic derby action, it's a personal coming-of-age story based around writer and professional derby skater Shauna Cross's real life. With this movie, Drew Barrymore proved that she learned a thing or two from all the esteemed directors she has worked with over the years.
Hello?
Ruthless, it's the championship. Don't even tell me you can't make it.
I can't.
Is it her mom? Let me talk to her. I'll knock her out.
Number 2, Orange County.
Excuse me. Sorry. Sean, have you seen my piss? My parole officer called. He wants that piss. 'Cause man, I know I got it around here.
Lance, don't you see that we have company?
Oh, hey, what's up? Oh, there it is.
You really can't go wrong with Colin Hanks and Jack Black. Colin stars as an overachieving high school student named Sean who desperately wants to attend Stanford to study under his favorite writer. However, he is rejected after his airheaded guidance counselor mixes up his transcript with that of a lesser student.
No, I didn't.
Yes, you did.
No, I didn't.
Yes, you did.
You just don't throw accusations around here. This is nobody's fault.
Yes, it is. It's your fault.
You know you're screeching at me.
Because you are a moron. Now listen to me, lady.
Oh, yeah.
Determined, he, his girlfriend, and his stoner brother scheme of various ways to get into Stanford without a legitimate acceptance.
But this little chump's gonna cry wee 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 all the way to the biznank. You know what I'm saying? Yeah. I love you, dude.
I love you too, Lance.
We don't say it enough. We don't say it enough. And it's true, and it's not the drugs, buddy.
The script is smart while still finding time for wacky antics, and Sean is a surprisingly deep and complex protagonist. Therein lies the magic of Orange County. It's a teen romp that still finds time for things like logic, character, and emotion.
You're overreacting, dude. I didn't get into college, and check me out. I'm kick-ass.
It's refreshing, much like a juicy orange. I feel like it's appropriate that the number 2 movie stars Colin Hanks, given that he's such an underrated actor. Okay, our number 1 pick is going to give you some serious nostalgia, but before we get to it, here are a few honorable mentions.
Nice to know that whatever happens to me, you'll still be around to save the world.
Looking forward to it.
We all are. Oh, hey.
Why did you ask me? I mean, you hardly know me.
Well, sure I do. I know you're smart. You care when people bang up their knees. You don't waste money on food when you can get free honey. You're cute.
Why don't we meet somewhere?
I can't.
Why not?
I screwed up real bad, yeah. I really screwed up.
Screwed up how?
I don't have anything to Germany for a week, but I can get you both to London today for $118.
Anything else?
Europe is like the size of the Eastwood Mall. We can walk to Berlin from there.
Cooper, England's an island.
Okay, swim. Whatever. We'll take it.
You guys come to get me in trouble again?
No. We're off duty. We're not troublemakers, we're innocent.
Yeah.
Look at our faces. Don't we look innocent together?
Number 1, Saved.
You're so lucky, Hilary Faye. Yeah, I could have had a Lexus Gold Edition, you know?
Wow. Roland is blessed with such a thoughtful sister. In countries like China, Hilary Faye probably would have been killed at birth.
Yeah. And then where would you be, Roland?
China.
Saved is much heavier than most teen comedies. While it's certainly cute and funny, it also touches on some pretty controversial and complex themes such as religious ostracism and teen pregnancy. The story concerns Mary Cummings, a senior at a Christian high school who suddenly finds herself pregnant and subsequently demonized and shunned by the religious community. Saved conveys a unique and rewarding story that is biting and fiercely satiric in its approach to religious intolerance.
You're performing an exorcism? Get off me!
Hey, Mary, we've got to get rid of the evil in you.
It's God's will! God's will?
Christ died for your sins!
Okay, wait a second. So are you not going to accept our intervention here?
Kidnapping? No.
It's a movie about proper Christian values and the virtues of love and acceptance, and it's masked by a heartwarming and hilarious high school comedy. If only all teen movies could be this smart.
There's no room for moral ambiguity here. The Bible is very clear about this.
So everything that doesn't fit into some stupid idea of what you think God wants, you just try to hide or fix or get rid of?
Now that Mandy Moore is popular again, can people please start giving Saved the love that it deserves? What do you guys think of our list? What teen movies do you think are totally overlooked? Let us know in the comments below and check out this video.